TJR is a 22-year-old millionaire who has taken the trading world by storm, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly how his content funnel works and how he uses YouTube to generate millions of dollars. He shows off a very flashy lifestyle, but unlike a lot of the other trading gurus, he has the numbers to back it up on the YouTube side of things. But firstly, I don't know TJR personally, I'm not his friend, I'm not his mum, so this 1 million a month is just an estimate based off the amount of traffic he's getting and the cost of his program, which is allegedly $4,000. So to make $1 million a month, he'll need to sell to 250 people, and with video views ranging in the tens of thousands to up to 500,000, this seems pretty reasonable. But even if he's selling less than 250, he still monetizes via affiliate links, sponsorships, and low ticket offers, so even if he's not making $1 million, I imagine it's pretty close, if not more. So TJR's funnel is pretty standard for people who are selling high ticket offers through social media, but there are a few things that he does which is unique to him. Now, of course, he has all these platforms that he runs content on, but the most important is YouTube, because YouTube is the best in the finance niche. It's the best for building trust, authority, and familiarity with your viewers, because people are much more likely to feel connected. They're much more likely to buy if they watch a 10-minute video as opposed to just a 30-second snippet. So we'll start with YouTube and we'll go top to bottom. Now, the very top is the packaging, that is the thumbnails and the titles. So his thumbnails are really good. He also puts a lot of keywords in his title to rank higher in the algorithm, and he also writes them with really good copy to entice more people to click. He also makes lots of content that is geared towards beginners. Now, this is good to attract the most amount of people possible before filtering them down through the funnel. So when someone finishes one of his videos, they scroll down to the description and then they see three things. The first is his high ticket offer, which is the main source of revenue. The second thing they see is a free course, and if you click that, you can see it's hidden behind an email marketing wall, and he uses this to gather leads. And then the third thing is an affiliate link to a broker. And this is good because beginner people, maybe they haven't picked a broker yet, and if they trust TJR, they'll probably go for the one that he recommends. Now onto the content itself. Now TJR, he makes content to hit every level of the funnel. First is top of funnel, which is like broad beginner friendly content with mass appeal. For example, trending topics, displays of wealth, and beginner friendly introduction videos to trading. And these are aimed to reach the maximum amount of people possible. Then there's middle of funnel content, and this builds trust and authority. This is where he teaches beginner to intermediate concepts, and he gives enough value to help the viewer, but not enough to remove the need for his paid products. This type of content is good for nurturing the existing fan base. And the last thing he makes is bottom of funnel content. Now this is niche content that is aimed towards his most loyal and engaged fans. This is stuff like chart analysis and live trading, and this is to show the viewer that he actually knows what he's talking about. These videos, they usually get less views, but the viewers they do attract are much more likely to convert. So one thing I've noticed is that many trading YouTubers, they mainly focus on bottom of funnel content, for example, chart analysis and live trading. Now, this often attracts a very small but dedicated audience, but it makes it harder to reach new people and to grow your channel. TJR and Craig Percoco, for example, these are great examples of how much you can grow if you utilize all three layers of the funnel well. And then we have his Instagram accounts and his TikTok accounts. Now you might have heard Alex Hormozi or someone else say that short form content is less important for online business because people are less likely to convert after only watching a 30-second video. And although this is correct, short form content is still very good for just generally spreading awareness of your brand and yourself. Just because in general, the more people who see who you are, the more familiar they are with you, the more likely they are to buy. Now he has multiple Instagram accounts, he has an X account, and he also has multiple TikTok accounts here. Now, some of these TikTok accounts, they're set up to look like fan accounts, and they very well may be, but a strategy employed by Luke Belmar, Andrew Tate, and Alex Hormozi was to make fan accounts that look like they're fan accounts that are actually run by their team. Now this is again to get more views, more exposure, but it also encourages actual fans to make their own accounts to get more views and exposure as well. Now, these very well may be actual fan accounts, but I would say it's more likely that they're run by his team. So on his short form platforms, he mainly posts top of funnel content, that's content with mass appeal, and in the description he mainly links to his free course. He also links to his paid course in one of them, but in general it's better to link to your free value because again, in a 30-second video it's harder to convert people to high ticket offers, and this is what he does on most of his profiles. Now the landing page for his free course is incredibly simple. There's absolutely no confusion on what the viewer needs to do once they actually get here, and this simplicity is critical because in today's day and age, people have like ADHD, they need to know exactly what to do, and that's why simplicity is so important. Now, the actual course is hidden behind an email marketing wall that he can use to get leads, and after signing up, he even includes a reminder to check your promotions tab, and this boosts the chance that people actually open the email. And these type of courses, they're usually quite detailed, but also super beginner friendly, and the aim is to like make the reader think like, wow, this is like super cool. I wonder what's in his main program. Now, as of the time of recording, I used 2 emails to sign up and it hasn't come through, so I don't know if it's a problem on his end or my end, but this is a good reminder to always triple check things to make sure they actually work. But maybe you'll be able to see the course for yourself if you're willing to give him your email and your phone number. And on his X profile here, he has a link to a link tree. Now, link trees are super good if you only have one spot for a link. Now, on the link tree itself, at the very top, he has a link to his free course, and it's a big part of his funnel, so it's good to have here. And briefly below that, he has a bottom of funnel video to convert more people. And then below that, he has live trading, a link to his community, and also his affiliate links. Going inside his community, I actually can't see much of a community here. It's mainly selling stuff, but maybe if you join the blueprint, there's some sort of community in here. But as for the rest of it, he has a link to his free course here, which actually isn't working at the time of recording. Maybe that's why I didn't get the email. He also has a link to his ebook, which costs $20. And up here, he also has indicators, which cost $45 a month. So he's basically maxing out the stuff that he can sell. So let's go to his main offer here called the blueprint. Now, he has a little bit of urgency here, which might work on new people. But as for the website itself, it's like super simple. He basically explains what is in the course. So we have live calls, which is good, trade reviews, and a community as well, which looks like it's in the Discord. And then it says click here. So again, he keeps it super simple because likely people who have watched TJR enough to get to this stage, they probably already know what he's about. And once you click to sign up, you're prompted to enter your info and answer a few qualifying questions. And if you seem like someone who can afford the program, you get access to a calendar link to book a sales call. So while he does offer a bunch of low ticket items like indicators and ebooks, which don't require any time investment from him, his main focus is his high ticket item. And that is because you need to sell to less people to make the same amount of money. And the people who do buy it are likely to be more serious about actually learning what he's trying to teach. But it all comes back to the content. Now, if you don't optimize the content itself, the packaging of the content and the SEO, the whole funnel falls apart. Now, doing all this stuff, it takes a huge amount of time. TJR, he likely has a team managing most of his stuff for him. But if you're lacking on time and you want to generate content that can increase the sales of whatever you're offering, then we offer a done for you service where we can do everything from the scripting to the editing to thumbnails to YouTube SEO and posting. And all you have to do is spend 2 to 3 hours a week filming, because we basically do the rest of it for you. Now, if that sounds interesting to you, there's a link in the description, but if you don't want to do that, you can just do it yourself and copy everything that TJR does in this video. Anyway, I will see you in the next one.